Hey, this is Sean Morrison, and I've been running to be your state representative. You know, this has been a really long campaign, and it seems like even a longer week. But I just got off the phone with John Raymond and congratulated him on his runoff victory. You know, at the end of the night on Tuesday, we were down by 12. By the next morning, we were down by 5. After this morning's recount, we're only down by 3. A machine review has made us down by 2. But to go any further would require a long, drawn-out court battle. I said from the beginning that I'm only going to do what's in the best interest of the people of District 90. And at this point, I don't think drawing this thing out is in anybody's best interest. Right now, what we need to do is focus on the election ahead of us on December 8th. It just won't be me on the ballot this time. Now, I've got to say I have the utmost admiration and respect for the other candidates in this race. Mary and Brian and John have all run a fantastic campaign. And it was an honor working beside them and really trying to make this a better place to live. Each one of them has put the people of Slidell and Pearl River ahead of themselves and put their lives on hold. And that deserves all of our respect. And there's 2 things I think that we can really take from this election. The first is that you shouldn't ever believe that change is not competitive in St. Tammany Parish, because I think you've shown that it is. The fact of the matter is, our ideas, our values, our priorities shone through this entire campaign. I wasn't able to go to a debate or a forum and share one of our priorities without hearing the same idea echoed back to me by the next event from another candidate. Mary Dubuisson promised to raise teacher pay. Brian Glorioso wanted to invest in vocational schools. Even John Raymond recognized that you can't let career politicians hijack a constitutional convention. Our ideas matter and they count. And of course, the second idea is that every vote counts. 2 votes, people. 2 votes. I bet you can sit there and think of 2 people who stayed home. You might even be one of them. The takeaway is that never stay home. Always be heard. Always be counted, because you really can make a difference. You know, I started this campaign with the idea of changing the conversation in Baton Rouge, and I think we've done that. I want to thank all of my volunteers. You know, we never had the most money or the most outside support, but we had something that nobody reckoned, and that was you. The fact of the matter is, you are a force to be reckoned with. All the people who came out and made phone calls and contributed their hard-earned money and knocked on doors and went to events, you guys made a huge difference, and don't ever think that you didn't. Let me tell you the story of a guy I met. I was out knocking on doors the day before the election, and I knocked on Malcolm's door. And I asked him, "Are you going to be voting tomorrow?" And he just straight up said no. He doesn't bother with that kind of stuff. But I'd come all the way, and I went ahead and gave him my little spiel and talked about what I stood for. And I mentioned that I was a Democrat. And he got so excited. His eyes lit up and he says, "Wait a minute, you're a Democrat? I didn't know we had any other Democrats out there." I said, "Well, sure. You know, I talked about some of the other Democrats on the ballot and Amendment 2 and all these other important things. And I've never seen anyone so excited to go vote." He said he was going to vote and his wife was going to vote. And he showed me where to put a sign up so he could show off to all of his neighbors. And that kind of thing, it really does make a difference to people when you are seen and you're heard and you're out there. So, you know, let me thank especially my all-volunteer staff, Ann Porter, who put together our data and told us where we needed to go, Tanisha Royal for managing the press and helping me with so much more, Patrick Miller for pointing me in the right direction, Richard Allen for being by my side at almost everything, John Davis for managing our social media, and everyone else who contributed or came out and knocked on doors or made phone calls. I couldn't have made it this far without you. And the fact of the matter is, you are a powerful, powerful force. I'm not done. This campaign is not over. I'm going to continue fighting for you, and I'm going to continue to find ways to put Louisiana back to work for you.